Okay, starting the road trip. It's just gone 6 o'clock in the morning. It's interesting. This is a sports tour. The boys on the bus with the rest of their schoolmates and teammates, and I am meeting them on the other side. So it's been a few hours now, and I've finally had my first coffee. Feeling really good. So something I really try to think about quite a lot while I'm doing this trip is what is appropriate to do as a parent on the sidelines of your child's sports game. What is the right level of enthusiasm and shouting and cheering and support, and what does good support even look like? Because I gotta tell you, I struggle not to be the sideline coach, the dad shouting out what they should be doing. I don't think it's a good idea to be the parent who's on the sidelines trying to coach the team and coach your child while they're trying to play whatever sport they're playing. That being said, I know it's super hard not to do. These cows are peeing and the pee is going on my windscreen. Hey, cows! So my issue is that if you're trying to coach your kid from the sideline, it's confusing, because if your kid is playing a team sport, they have a coach, and it's probably not you, and that coach is trying to tell them stuff, and you're kind of just getting in the way. Also, I think we have to be a little bit clear about what our job as parents are, because in that moment, our job isn't necessarily to teach our children the right thing to do, but it's really about helping them get through it and helping them to have the best experience. And this is especially true if your kid's younger, because if your kid's in the early years of school and they're just starting in sports and you're yelling and screaming at them to pass the ball when their coaches maybe told them to not pass the ball, you can understand why that gets confusing for them. And let's be honest, that's not good for your heart rate, right? Like, that's going to drive you absolutely bonkers. The other thing to think about is that no one likes that parent. No one likes to be near that parent who's screaming and going crazy and shouting at the referee and shouting at the other children and shouting at their own child to do better and play better, as if they're watching a Premier League game or the Springboks play, as opposed to a bunch of 9-year-olds running around chasing a ball. How much shouting and cheering can I do from the sidelines while you're playing?
Not a lot, because I think you'll get reported for being too loud.
Okay, am I allowed to give you am I allowed to coach you from the sidelines? Morning.
Yes, definitely.
So I can give you tips while you're playing,
Yeah.
even though your coach is right there.
Yeah, if you want to. But I would trust the coach.
You'd rather trust them. I think that makes sense, right? And you wouldn't be embarrassed if I tell you to do something that your coach...
If I'm near to where you are, then you can
then I
just
can
give me...
whisper.
Yeah.
But I must be shouting across the field.
Yeah, run down the way. No.
It's also actually funny when people who've never actually played the sport are shouting advice to their children. It's like, you don't even know what you're talking about. I get the impulse though. Not coaching. Okay, so my one son lost, and now I need to figure out how to be supportive without giving advice or feedback. Hey Eli, did I shout enough on the sideline?
Yeah, a lot.
It was a lot. Was it too much?
No.
And there was a little bit of coaching there, hey?
Yeah.
I just couldn't help myself. It's a real problem. But did I embarrass you?
No.
A little bit.
I think you got my teammates in line.
So as I'm finishing editing up this video, I just think that it's time to kind of wrap up the main point. And really it's this. When it comes to your child playing sports, what are you hoping that they'll actually learn? Because remember, kids don't learn by what you tell them, kids learn by what you show them. So your behavior on the side of the football field or the hockey field or the rugby field or the netball field or the tennis court or the swimming pool or whatever your child plays, what you do on the side of that area shows them how they need to be behaving when they're an adult. Are they someone who throws a hissy fit when something doesn't go their way because they've seen a parent shout at a coach for not putting them on the field soon enough? Are they someone who doesn't know how to keep going and working hard even when things are looking really tough and kind of down
because they've seen their parent moan and complain when they're losing? Are they going to grow up to be someone who really has no idea how to work within a group or a community because they saw their mom and dad on the side of the field acting like they're the only child playing and everyone else has to just get out of their way? Are there someone that never learns how to win with grace or lose with pride because mom and dad are really such terrible winners and even worse losers? Are there someone who has no idea how to deal with small or even big injustices in the world because they've only ever seen their parents go from 0 to 100 when a ref makes a tiny incorrect call? I mean, to be perfectly frank, is your child going to grow up to be an awful person because they've seen their parents be awful people on the side of the field? Because remember, the things that they learn on the sports field, they carry out into the rest of their lives. It's not just like they're one person on the hockey pitch and someone totally different in the classroom. Those two kids are the same. So hopefully you can use sports to teach them how to have grit and push yourself beyond what you thought you were capable of, and how to work in a team, and how to deal with authorities who might not be treating you fairly, and how to be a better person in this wider world. There are so many great teaching opportunities when it comes to your kids playing sports, and I think us as parents sometimes miss that because we're obsessed about the wrong things. Look, if you're feeling a bit judged right now, again, like I said at the beginning of the video, I understand all the deep desires of wanting the best for your child and feeling the need to defend them at all costs. So here's a couple of rules I've put in place for myself that I think help me stay away from letting those feelings overtake me. Number one, everything I say or do on the side of a sports field while I'm supporting my children is positive. It's constructive. It might be input. There might be some feedback because I'm still trying to help, but it's always constructive. Number two, I never shout at the ref. They have their own things going on. I pretend like they don't even exist. Number three, at the end of the match, I do not give any feedback on what I think they should have done while they were playing. I only tell them that I'm proud of them for trying their best, and then I ask them how they felt the game went for them. That way, they get to kind of do the processing without, oh man, I'm tired, and now dad's going to spend the whole car ride trying to explain to me how I should have passed left instead of going right, or I should have dribbled the ball more, even though dad's not that good at the sport himself. Anyway, thanks so much for watching this video. I'm sorry if you feel like I've come down hard on you, but I have seen a lot of bad behavior on the side of sports fields lately, and it's something that we as parents need to get control of. Do you have any rules of behavior for yourself on the side of the sports field when you're watching your kids play? I would love to know in the comments below. And let's keep it as positive as possible. I don't want to hear stories of how terrible other parents are. Let's just look at ourselves and work out how we can be better. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you soon. Aphrodite out.